Bhakti Shilamar, she went on for a long time. And then I was, after he spoke, I was asked to speak because, I don't know, he always called on me for that day specifically. So, anyways, when I started to stand up to speak, Gurudev said, 2 words, only 2 words, 2 words. I didn't know what to say. Jai Shila Shila Maharaj. And then I walked to the front and I didn't know what to do, but one devotee was sannyasi, no, you gotta speak. Anyway, the point is that I spoke many times in Guru Tattva, and Gurudev, one time I was speaking a long time on Guru Tattva, and Gurudev said, I know you know the pastime, I know you know the Tattva, but please tell us some stories, some pastimes of Srila Srila Maharaj. She was always requesting pastimes like that of Guru, like that, because actually he said that, you know, Gurudev, he enters the heart of everybody, just any little incidents like that. When I first came to Gurudev in '87 with Pankishore, we came and we were in a room there for 2 weeks. And then I got, there was a program that Gurudev invited us to. And I got ready to go. I said, Gurudev, I'm feeling sick. I don't know if I, Gurudev said, no, you come. There's a good doctor there, he'll take care of you. So I thought, well, okay, I'll go. So I went, we climbed in the car with Gurudev, Pankishore, we all went to the program, and we were having kirtan, we had prashadam, we went on. Then it was over and we got in the car and I said, Gurudev, I thought you said there was a doctor here. And he said, you did not hear the kirtan? You did not take prashadam? I said, yeah, I did. Well, okay. I didn't get well, by the way. I just passed over. And, but there's so many points that we, pastimes, nice things about Gurudev. One thing I'm very indebted to Kishore Mohan, because when I went to see Gurudev in his, 2 months before he passed away, I was there and I could not get to see him for 2 months. So Sadhguruji and I went to Jagannath Puri, and we were standing there talking, and I was saying, how can we see Gurudev? How can we see Gurudev? Have a darshan of Gurudev. So anyway, what happened was Kishore Mohan came down the stairs, and he started talking about Gurudev's health and what was going on, and we're talking and I'm thinking like, gosh, I really want to go see Gurudev, but it's very interesting what he's saying. And finally, as soon as you finished, he said, oh, if you want to go see Gurudev, maybe you should go upstairs and stand at that balcony. And sure enough, at that moment, Sadhguruji and I went up the stairs, and we're talking, and as soon as we started talking, lo and behold, in comes Gurudev, Rajanath, and Maharaj. We turned around like surprised, like, oh my God, we got darshan of Gurudev, like that, and so we paid our obeisances. So that was basically, and Sadhguruji has a picture of Gurudev walking away at that moment, and that was the last time we saw Gurudev. Anyway, Guru Tattva, what did Gurudev give me? He gave 6 points actually that I remember that are very important. That besides this understanding of Guru Tattva, he deepened my understanding what Diksha and Shiksha Guru is, which is really important for all of us to understand Shiksha Guru also. Because now we're all mostly in that situation, everyone practically here. What is Shiksha Guru? So he deepened this totally with me. So anyway, the Mangala Artik song, the Guru Tattva was one. The Mangala Artik song, he gave me a deeper understanding what Mangala Artik would be. That we were chanting samsara, but this Mangala Artik, Gurudev instituted. I started to hear like that, and then I started to realize, I said, Gurudev, this song is so important, but why does it say Mongla 11 times, you know. I mean, one time, but it's 11 times it. You know, so. Gurudev looked at me and he goes, it is very auspicious. He said, everything is in this song. Ujjvala Nilamani, Gita Govinda, everything in the Shantalila. And Gurudev's departure was at 3 o'clock around this time. It's called Noctanlila, actually. It's before the Shantalila. But the Shantalila starts about 3:30, I think. 3 o'clock? 3:36. Anyway, he gave me that understanding, and the other things that he gave me the seva. You know, I always desired to have some kind of seva for writing. In ISKCON, I never got that. You know, I was a writer before. When I came to ISKCON, I tried to write for BTG, and Jayadvaita Swami said, no, everything's locked up for, 9 months. I said, what? Okay, I can write. So when I came to Gurudev, he gave me engagement. He said, can you do a magazine? I said, well, we'll try. So Kaliya Dam and I, we got together to raise the harness. And it was really a really struggle to get it together at that time because we had no computer, we had hardly any money, etc. But finally, we had a computer in India. You'd work on the computer, and every time you type a sentence, you'd have to push the save button. There'd be a blackout. So that was how the first harmonies came out, Raise the Harmonies. But then after we finished it, we showed it to Gurudev, and Gurudev was so happy it came out. He brought this huge bunch of harmonists and plopped them on. He says, here, you can have those here, put them in like that. And that's actually where the harmonists started. So anyway, I got that mercy of the seva. And the other thing is Gurudev, Sajjan Maharaj, he mentioned 4 verses, but one verse that was so important, and we all know that practically here, that hit me, so hard when Gurudev started explaining it, and that was Anarpita Charing Chara Karunaya Vajina Kalo Samarayung Haripurita Sundaradi Yuti Kadamba Sandipita. So that last line, I used to say, Nakshachinanda, because I heard Shilashira Maharaj, he did it in his pronoun, Nakshachinanda. I would say knock. Then Gurudev looked at one time and said, no, it's not knock, it's bach. I didn't tell Gurudev. Well, Gurudev, I heard it from Shilashira Maharaj. So, anyways, there's a little thing like that. He's giving blessings to everyone like that. This verse, Gurudev gave us what our Sarup was, this Manjari Bhav, so pleasing, so completely opened up, like he could speak so many times on that verse, and we had spoke so many times. But anyway, that's one, and then the other one is the difference between Vaidhi and Raganuga Bhakti. Gurudev just opened it up, Raganuga Bhakti, for us. What is Raganuga Bhakti? That is actually our sadhana, not Vaidhi Bhakti. And there were so many things that he explained in that, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. Raganuga Bhakti. And Shilashira Maharaj says, Pujila Raghava Gaurava. He says that comes down, descends on us, Raganuga Bhakti. That spontaneous thing. And I asked Gurudev where it comes from. When do it start? Gurudev said in Ruchi it starts. It begins in Ruchi like that. So some people say, well, it can start in Shraddha, but actually Ado Shraddha, Shraddha is actually in Jagadharma means actually Sharanagati, basically. So Sharanagati, Gurudev said, was the doorway to Bhakti, like that. So that Raganuga starts in, and there's so many things to say about that. But that's the other thing Gurudev gave. The other thing that he gave us was the service of the books with Prem Vilas in the beginning, and he did so many nice books from the lecture. And the first book that came out was the Shikshastika. So at that time, everybody was working on the book was mainly in the ISKCON, and they didn't want to put their names on it. So I learned a lesson from this. So I thought, well, I'll put my name on the book, But it was during Kartik, so we had 2 weeks, to work on and finish the book. I finished the book, got it out, my name went on it, and God, you don't know how many criticisms I got the book about mistakes here, mistakes here. So I learned my lesson. Don't be so eager to be chief editor. Anyway, and of course we used to tell Gurudev. They used to say Gurudev was only into Radha Krishna, like that. But when we started, we went, now we, my God, you know, so many realizations. That's another story. I'll stop here. And I'm very thankful to be in the association of Gurudev's disciples, you know, so open-minded, progressive. Bunch of companies.
Nandini Devi.